Hey guys, just got this. That's a manual, by the way. That was awesome. That's not a manual. This 0300 Blackwash, and for those of you who don't remember this coming out, maybe 8 years ago, this was the shit. This was the knife to have back in the tactical, hard use. You know, slam through a car door 4 times and still cut paper and whatnot. Whatever the thought was behind it, this was the knife to have. That I remember. I remember being a kid, like 14, 15, maybe even younger, looking at this knife and just being like, damn, I want that. And back then they had the tiger stripe and the brown G10. That was the 302. This is just a 300. But I kind of wanted to compare the 300 to the 0350. Chloe, come here, baby. Come here. Good girl. Sorry about that. Chloe, here. All right. Yes, this is a scaled down version, but it's scaled down in so many ways. This is a limited edition in LMAX. I love this knife. I just put a little micro bevel on it. Little tiny guy. Still factory edge. I'm actually going to be sharpening that factory edge away just to see. Back when this was released, ZT was having some heat treat issues and some, burning their edge issues with LMAX. So I just want to kind of test it, see what's up. Yeah, but these knives really, aside from having the same shape, have nothing in common. I mean, really, they, Spyderco Tenacious has more in common with the 0350. It's hard to close the assisted knives, so I'm going to be using this guy. This is in ZDP for demonstration. It's not hard to close. I don't want to sound like a bitch. It's just, I had an accident yesterday where I cut the living shit out of myself closing this guy left-handed. So that was a problem. Okay, so first things first, liner lock. I love a good liner lock, almost more than a frame lock. A lot of times I'll squeeze on the knife, especially in harder cutting, and I can feel the liner move over in a frame lock, and you don't get that with a liner lock. A lot of times, if it's well made, you don't get that. An example of that, Spyderco Military. Won't move over. This knife, I've done some pretty serious cutting with this guy. No issues so far with the lock moving over. It is fairly late. Like this one is about average from what I've seen for the 0350. This one's a little late. Nothing wrong with that for a steel lock. Alright, on to this guy. So, frame lock. Big old frame lock. The new ones have a steel lock insert. I'm not gonna lie, I don't care for that. Titanium is meant to stick to the lock face. Let's see if you can hear it. No, I don't think you'll be able to. No. This one doesn't stick really, but I just feel like it would be a little bit safer. Say if an impact were to occur on the spine. This is actually really interesting, and a lot of people don't know this about these knives. These are not that thick behind the edge. Like, they're, think what you want about ZT. Cold Steel, too, actually does this really well. Like, their new ZTs and stuff, like this guy is substantially thicker behind the edge. This is a 0804 carbon fiber. I'd actually put it on the same level as a military. At least for this one. funny enough, this is a little bit thicker for whatever reason. But same goes for this. This one's actually fairly thin. And I've cut a little bit with it. And it cuts, relatively well. Especially for being a knife that most people have said for years can't cut anything. What else is different? G10, 3D sculpted G10 on this guy. Got your two-dimensional. Honestly, couldn't care either way. I'm more in it for the blade. Ergonomics on both of them are perfect. This one, if you have small hands, might be a little bit much to, hold on to. But for the 0350, shouldn't be an issue. In terms of, if you want to de-assist your knife, I'd go with this. However, there's a discrepancy I found in some of them. None of these are fake, by the way. If you want to look right there, look at that lock cutout. This one does not have a detemp ball. So I de-assisted it and re-assisted it. So back to that lock cutout. Now we're going to look at this one. It's different. And this one has a detent. And no matter how you light switch or whatever. It's going to say it usually opens. Light switch, push button, it opens. It's fantastic. I love ZDP. It's got like a yellow tint. I don't know if you guys can see that. Pretty interesting. The back of this blade is 14C28N, but I guess ZDP. I don't know. I don't know what causes the yellow tint. I'd actually be interested to find out. Yeah, I mean, okay. I can't stand this knife in S30V. It's not that I can't stand it. It's just I probably wouldn't have bought it if it wasn't in ZDP and LMAX. Just because it's a G10 S30V liner lock. It's got some history, but the Para 2 basically demolished it. Let's be real. And this guy's awesome. Like when you pull one of these out, I work at a gun store. People carry these, that's why I picked this up. Somebody had a 301 with the green handle and the Tiger Stripe blade. I just thought it was the coolest thing. I'm going to be doing cut tests with these just because I don't work at that other job where I cut a lot of cardboard anymore. So I got to do it on my own time, unfortunately. But from what I see now, as long as it's kind of in this area, once you start getting up here, it gets a little bit thicker. But from here on, it's super thin. This has been resharpened. It's not a mirror edge. It's actually got a lot of imperfections in it. See, that's the top of the old edge bevel. And then the shiny is the new bevel. Yeah, but I don't know. I just kind of wanted to talk, just say words about these knives. I don't really have anything planned to say. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If not, let me know. If you did, let me know. Either like it, dislike it. Doesn't make a difference to me. Alright, you guys have a good one.